that her opponent has a double experience. She arrives undefeated, so that's awareness. I like that attitude.
And now the face-to-face 33 against 19. Experience against Jude. The height in so much favor of Regina Tarin, 175 to 166. And the reach advantage in a lot of advantage for Regina Bill Tarin. We know that now Regina Tarin is a student in college. We don't want any homework for Regina Tarin this week. She deserves no homework for Regina Tarin. Right now, let's see the presentation of the co-main event, the championship fight. You already know him. He's the voice of Budo Sento. He's Alex Cruz.
Damas y caballeros, esta es la pelea coestelar de la noche y va por el cinturón de peso gallo de Budo Sento Championship. Presentando en la esquina roja, originaria de Bogotá, Colombia, 33 años de edad, 134 libras de peso, una estatura de 5 pies y 4 pulgadas. Un récord profesional de 4 victorias y 3 descalabros. Ella es Luisa Cifuentes. Su contrincante en la esquina azul, originaria de la Ciudad de México, 19 años de edad, 134 libras de peso. Una estatura de 5 pies y 7 pulgadas. Un récord profesional invicto de 4 victorias. Ella es Regina Tarin. Nuestro referee para este encuentro, el profesor Horacio López. ¡Que gane la mejor!
Regina, Sotgo. He platicado con ustedes en los vestidores, conocen tácitamente el reglamento. Es una pelea de campeonato. Háganla limpiamente. Es el momento de chocar los guantes, así lo desean. A sus paneles, por favor.
And this is the co-main event of the evening. A championship fight. A fight for the belt. We're gonna have a new champ no matter what. It will be Regina Tarin. It will be Luisa Cifuentes. This is Budo Sento Championship, Volume 25. Now let's see who connects first, Memo.
The rich advantage over the Mexican Tarin. Kill Bill, let's see if she wants to explode that with jabs. They have switch fighting stance.
Yeah, but the heart of Luisa Cifuentes, she demonstrated she's not afraid of the exchange, Luisa Cifuentes. She has shown it during her career, and now let's see if Regina Tarin could handle the combination and start throwing punches to Luisa Cifuentes. Remember, it's a championship fight, so it's 5 rounds of 5 minutes. Also, you need to administrate your stamina.
Of course, the cardio, the energy, even the nitros or nitros, to know when to be explosive. Remember, this is 5 rounds of 5 minutes. It's a whole different fight.
It's a whole different fight.
After 15 minutes, every fighter challenge what you're saying, Claudio. So it's very, very important to know that strategy. That's the championship rounds change everything in the mindset of a fighter.
And now go to the clinch, Regina Tarin. Regina Tarin with a exchange that fine Luisa Cifuentes in the back on the cage, and now the crowd of the Gimnasio Juan de la Barrera are yelling Regina, but Luisa Cifuentes, we know that she doesn't care about the yells in the crowd. She's focused on the fight, and well, let's see, so far the position is in favor of the Mexican. Let's see if somebody try the takedown off. They want the dirty boxing from there. That is what Regina Tarin is doing. But now good movement of Luisa Cifuentes. And now Luisa Cifuentes can start throwing the combinations.
Oh, what a good kick from Tarin. The question mark. You start as a basic frontal kick, and in the air just changed to a roundhouse kick. So very good from Tarin. Cifuentes.
Yes, so far this first round of Tari, but good knee from Luisa Cifuentes. But again, take it to the clinch and take it to the cage from Regina Tarin.
Exactly like Jessica Ortega did.
Exactly, yeah.
In their fight. And I just interviewed Jessica Ortega, and she was saying that.
They're teammates.
Yes.
They work in the breakers.
The strategy was that she wanted to achieve first protective from the punches and then take the fight to the ground. So after you were saying about the cardio, I think Tarin is doing the same strategy so far.
Yeah, let's see now the referee tell them to be careful with the knees in the low section of the body. But now we have 1.5 minutes of the first round. So far, nobody's really connecting clear the other one. And going forward, Luisa Cifuentes.
Be careful, almost contact with the face.
Head.
Yeah, the head.
We don't want a head clash.
Levanta más esas rodillas.
They seen about the knees, but I saw that knee that it was good to the stomach of Regina Tarin. Now let's see the scramble. Good knee again. But it's really strong, Regina Tarin, maintaining the position. Now connecting with the right punch, Regina Tarin. But Luisa Cifuentes, like always, going forward. We have 50 more seconds of the first round.
And with that pressure, Tarin, remember that when you have somebody against the cage, it's like a mounted position, but on their feet.
In the eyes of the judges also.
Yes, of
so
course.
you dominated the position. So it probably, if this round ends, would probably be in favor of the Mexican of Regina Tarin. Good exchange by both fighters. A study round this first one. Remember that because it's a championship fight, 5 minutes, 5 rounds of 5 minutes. Now Regina Tarin tried to connect in the last seconds of the round, but good knees by Luisa Cifuentes. It's the end of the first round. Hard to qualificate, but in my opinion, in favor of the Mexican, of Regina Tarin, just because of that, just because of be dominant in the position.
If she wins, she will become the youngest champion in the female division of Budo Sento with only 19
Los
years
golpes
old.
rectos, Regina, y tu pateo frontal. También intenta pateo interno. Sube bien las manos, pero tú le hiciste daño con tu golpe recto cruzado,
Luisa Cifuentes, that so far is a really dangerous opponent.
Sólido, y luego te sales.
I think the strategy is working for the first round, doing the pressure with the clinch to controlling the distance, but it's strong. Has a good stance, Cifuentes. I think it's going to be hard to be taken to the ground.
And look at the corner of Regina Tarin, a really good friend of us, Nan Milainovich, that is part of Budo Sento Championship. So let's see the second round. Let's see who wanted more. It would be the Colombian. It would be Luisa South Cup Cifuentes. It would be Regina Kill Bill Tarin. This is the co-main event here in Budo Sento Championship Volume 25. Now good kick by Luisa Cifuentes, but I like the movement of Regina Tarin. Now good left punch by Luisa Cifuentes, but again the strategy, go to the clinch. Go to the clinch and try to maintain the position. Yeah, it's a strategy that the bone breakers use it really good.
Yeah. But Jessica told me in the interview that for sometimes the coach sank in the corner of the bone breakers were you know, asking him, go and take the fight to the ground and more volume. That was the strategy. From here, keep working. Look, that's the strategy that they were planned for this fight.
Great takedown by Regina Tarin, Gisela.
You know, absolutely, that's where she's really good. This sequence of techniques goes for the takedown, then go for effective strikes, or either way, go for some submission. I mean, she's a really well-rounded fighter, so she can use all of these different techniques.
She's trying to take in the back of Luisa Cifuentes. Let's see if he can find the hooks with the legs, but right now, she's in a position, she needs to be careful with the head, but Luisa Cifuentes is still throwing a little short punches to Regina Tarin.
Protecting this at the same time. Look, that's the hook. Good for Tarin. And she was protecting, of course, the right hand of Tarin to prevent and avoid the mataleon, the rear naked choke. Tarin has a lot of time, 3 minutes. So she can decide to work with the ground and pound or opening the opportunity to finish with the submission of the mataleon or rear naked choke.
This could be a great opportunity for Regina Tarin, having the back of Luisa Cifuentes. Let's see if she can find the rear naked choke. Let's see, Gisela.
Yeah, she has to take her time. She's in a great position right now in the back control. She has, Regina has one hook in, and I mean, at the same time, she's throwing some punches to find the right opening, so it's very possible that she's very persistent. She still has a lot of time on the clock to go for a rear naked choke.
Great ground and pound by Regina Tarin. I love when the fighters look for the rear naked choke in base of throwing punches to find a space.
Now, Tarin needs to be careful because she's so high with the head that Cifuentes can use that and escape from the emergency exit to the back door. Now Tarin is correcting the position.
Still 2 minutes left in the round, and great ground and pound by Regina Tarin. Let's see the response of Luisa Cifuentes. So far, hard round for the Colombian fighter.
What a control from Tarin. Most of the time of the round.
And now the referee telling Regina, be careful with the punches in the back of the head. You're on the limit. Now let's see the defense of Luisa Cifuentes. Gisela, how do you see the moment right now?
Cifuentes is doing a good job with that defense, going 2 hands on one to defend that rear naked choke, and also is slowly slightly taking his body down, so in that way Tarin, he is a little away to close that rear naked choke, but I mean, he still is in danger.
He still has the rear naked choke. Let's see if Regina Tarin could find the victory right now with a submission. It's in trouble right now. Luisa Cifuentes. Let's see the jiu-jitsu of Regina Tarin. We still have 40 more seconds. It could be over in this round.
Yes, it's a chin choke. Even though it's not under the chin, the pressure over the chin of Cifuentes is a good way to
like
finish.
Alexa Grasso in her win against Valentina Shevchenko.
That's the better way to explain it, Claudio.
And now let's see, we have 15 more seconds. Let's see the submission attempt for Regina Tarin. Would be finished the round and the fight in the last seconds. It looks like not, but it's a dominant performance so far for Regina Tarin. I think it's clear that both of the rounds are for the Mexican one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's been more dominant and showing what a well-rounded fighter Regina is. But on the other hand, Luisa Cifuentes, she's very resilient. Still, she's not giving up. Still in the game, and still we have a few more rounds to go.
And let's see the cardio from both fighters. Of course, it's a championship bout, so it's 5 rounds of 5 minutes. Let's see the cardio of Luisa Cifuentes that is not used to the height of Mexico City.
Te dejando acortar distancia, más llavéala. Trabájala al medio,
The
dale
corner
aire,
of Luisa
dale aire.
Cifuentes is just
Escúchame en el
telling her,
grappling,
use
escúchame en
more
el
your
grappling. ¿Me estás
jab,
escuchando?
just use more your jab, try to go forward, try to connect, Regina. But now we are ready for the third round. We'll see the highlight. Great takedown by Regina Tarin. That it was most of the round by that takedown.
Lista.
But now we're ready for the third round championship fight between Regina Tarin and Luisa Cifuentes here in the co-main event of the evening, Budo Sento Championship, Volume 25. Remember, November 8th, we're going to have our next event of Budo Sento Championship, November 8th. Now the crowd is yelling Mexico, Mexico, trying to support Regina Tarin. Good kick by Luisa Cifuentes.
Tarin can use the same strategy. Go to the clinch, close the distance, and from there, look for the takedown. And with a lot of time, maybe she can now do more damage with ground and pound and look for the submission. But Cifuentes, I think he's aware and alert about that technique. For Cifuentes, the fight needs to be in the middle and center of the cage.
Yeah, for sure. For Cifuentes, he needs to throw more combinations. But she knows that if she throws a lot of combination, Regina Tarin could take the opportunity to precisely close the distance and go to the clinch.
Yeah, absolutely. Cifuentes has to be more dynamic. I mean, she's the kind of fighter that goes forward, but she doesn't do good combinations. So she has to, you know, move around, have more angles, and maybe try different skills.
What a kick by Regina Tarin to the face of Luisa Cifuentes. Now another question mark kick for Regina Tarin. And now what is we're used to during this fight, the clinch. And now Regina Tarin tried to find the takedown to Luisa Cifuentes.
That's the strategy we were saying. The leg hook takedown, of course, a lot of time. Again, a little bit more of 3 minutes. It could be more aggressive, Tarin, from here against Cifuentes with ground and pound. But
let's see if she can pass the guard right now.
He's working perfect for the Mexican strategy.
Yeah, for sure.
Dominant.
And Luisa Cifuentes is getting more tired and more tired. Now let's see if we can find some ground and pound of Regina Tarin.
Cuidado con los golpes en la nuca. Cuide su golpeo.
Now a close fight. Dominating the position, but not making a lot of damage, Regina Tarin. Kick that tried Regina Tarin. It was just that.
No,
trying.
it was more than passing the guard.
Yes.
And good response, but Luisa Cifuentes.
Yes. Some call the wheel.
The wheel.
Passing
the
the guard
wheel guard.
technique. Yes.
And she has achieved it before, so that's why she attempted, because you know she's been successful with it.
The wheel guard passing.
And I love it, you know, that Tarin is like, no matter what, is trying to show that she wants to be the champion, and she's looking for different options, either way in the striking game, going for the takedown, going for the grappling. She wants this belt really bad.
Yeah, perfect strategy for the corner of Regina Tarin.
Yes.
It looks like they really study Laura Cifuentes.
Perfect strategy, and like Gisela said, Tarin trying to use every attack opportunity to really surprise Cifuentes. And look and listen to the crowd.
Yelling México, México, el gimnasio, Juan de la Barrera, totally crowded. again, tried to connecting with a knee, Regina Tarin. And now Luisa Cifuentes trying to go forward. A lot of heart from the Colombian, but it's not enough, the heart. You need to connect in a way like that, throwing combinations. Now we have the 10 seconds mark, and it's a fighter so far obviously in favor of the Mexican.
¡Tiempo!
3 rounds and 3 rounds for Regina Tarin.
Las rodillas arriba, último aviso para las dos.
And now we have the championship rounds. Let's see the cardio of both fighters, Gisela.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as we have witnessed, Regina Tarin is taking so far the victory, but still 2 rounds left. And as we know in mixed martial arts, anything can happen. She has to focus now to have a really smart fight, make no mistakes, and keep doing what she's doing. The same strategy has been working, and probably try to finish Luisa Cifuentes in the next round.
Memo, if you are Regina Tarin, you know that you're winning the first 3 rounds. Do you risk your game, or you don't risk your game at the 4th and the 5th round?
I will try to always establish the control, and from there, I will probably risk the finish. That's my attitude, because that's the reason you have the control.
Well, we're ready.
But you don't have to.
Yeah,
you don't have to. I mean, you can win, but 18 years old, and that's the heart. For Jessica Ortega, when I interviewed her, she said, "I love that I finished the fight instead of just,
Yeah, it's true. Even with 1 second left,
yes,
it changed the whole adventure.
She expressed it perfectly, the emotion that every fighter wants, And if you have in a full mount position or a control position, it's like your obligation, it's your responsibility.
Yeah, and now we're ready for the championship rounds. The 4th round between Regina Tarin, Luisa Cifuentes, Colombia against Mexico. And again, and again, and again.
And I like your question, Claudio, because there is a saying that being controlled doesn't mean being submitted. So you can control me, but if you didn't, finish me, something could be wrong in your advantage of controlling. So
and something could change in the 5th round.
Of course.
With those knees of Luisa Cifuentes, one of those elbows.
What a beautiful leg takedown.
Yeah, but so far dominating Regina Tarin, Gisela.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I think she sticks to the game plan that she's doing so far in the 3 rounds without risking anything. And if she has the chance to finish it, I think she will. And right now, I think she's at that point, which is again dominating on the top position with 3 minutes left on the clock. So it's so much that she still can do.
Now, I like the elbows of Luisa Cifuentes, even that she's in the back. She's throwing little elbows.
You cannot overconfidence in that position, Tarin. I love her leg hook takedown. It's a basic takedown from the clinch, and she has done it twice.
Yeah, and now she's trying ground and pound. Now
she's gonna answer your question, Claudio, right now.
Right now, she's about to answer my question. Taking risk in order to find the win. Let's see, it could be over. We're gonna have a new champion, and she's from Mexico. Regina Tarin is the new Budo Sento champion. What a performance and what a finish. She takes the risk that we were asking for, and now we get the reward.
She becomes the youngest champion
in Budo Sento championship.
Wow.
That's right, and well deserved, especially because she started from amateur, and then she actually lost in amateur. Then she made her professional debut, and since then she hasn't lost. She's undefeated, and now the actual champion of this division. What a beautiful thing to witness! What a beautiful fight, and I think she earned it from beginning to end.
And the new champion is from Coyoacán, from Mexico City. What a great strategic by the corner
Perfect.
of Regina Tarin. Perfect strategy. Trying to grind it out the first 3 rounds, try to make Laura Cifuentes really tired, and then in the 4th round, in the round of championship, find the space and throwing ground and pound to find the championship.
That was the perfect strategy. That's when you trust your camp, your training, everything worked perfect.
Everything worked perfect. We're gonna watch the highlights. A good kick by Luisa Cifuentes, obviously always the heart of the Colombian. But look at Regina Tarin. When she finds the space, she starts throwing bombs that end with the fight and end with the belt in her wrist. What a great, great champion from Regina Tarin. Well deserved, Gisela.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm very excited to witness this, and she earned it. She earned it from the beginning to end. From the first time that she stepped to the cage of Budo, she earned it because she hasn't stopped. She's been active all year round, and you know that's what it shows tonight.
Great story of life for the champion of Regina Tarin. And now let's see the official decision with the boys, with Alex Cruz.
A los 2 minutos y 27 segundos del 4º round, tenemos a una ganadora por la vía del knockout técnico. En la esquina azul y nueva campeona de Budo Sento Championship, Regina Tarin.